I'm doing well, Jim. Happy to be back. Happy to be back on your show.
Well, it's good to have you back. All right, so you're coming off a 21-17 win over Southern Miss on the road. Charlie, I know you went into that game looking for greatness. Did you find it?
Well, Jim, the weather prevented it. And
Right.
It was just a monsoon, and a lot of times, the rain, it became an equalizer, and we were not able to, offensively, we were just shorthanded and made one-dimensional because we had to run the ball, and our quarterback, Teddy, wasn't able to throw it because he couldn't grip it. But we were able to get out there with the win, down 11 points, but we were able to fight back, and our guys showed a lot of resiliency in that game.
Yeah, I was about to say, down 17-6 in a monsoon. Maybe not that pure greatness you were looking for, but I have to think your team showed you something in the process. What was your takeaway from that game?
Well, just to know that even though we get down, that we would continue to just stay into the game and continue to just try to make plays. And what I really liked is that I saw a football team that never thought once that they were going to lose that football game. And so now you see the confidence is continuing to build each week, and we're gaining that confidence that we really need because we're still a young football team, and we know we still have a lot of growing up to do.
Charlie, is that a game that you win last season?
Last season, we don't win a game. And I say that, Jim, because I don't think that last season that we could have come back from being 11 down where we mature enough to go handle it and where the guys continue to play and try to get back into the game.
I mean, so how does that change? Is that just part of a process, or does the light go on? How all of a sudden do you start to win games that you used to lose that were tight?
Well, I think it all goes back to just changing your program. And once you change your program, you can develop consistency, and you develop consistency in winning. And when that happens, the program has to change, and then the winning comes with it. And I think that's what's beginning to change with this program, because we've been into the program 3 years. And I talk about now that, guys, these are our players. And so now it's no more of we recruited them here, they're ours, so let's teach them how to win.
Louisville head coach Charlie Strong, my guest. You mentioned your quarterback, sophomore Teddy Bridgewater. Got off to a really, really good start this season. Dropped a little bit the last two games, but again, we're talking about bad weather last week. Talk about his upside. How good can he be?
I think his potential is still out there, and he can get so much better. And the thing you like about him, he's just so poised, and he's willing to learn. A year ago, Jim, I don't think that he really wanted to be the quarterback, that he was so focused in the event. But now now he happened to be pressed into the starting position last season, and then I think it made him better. So now he's become more of a student of the game, and he's willing to learn and do anything that he has to do to lead this football team and get better each week.
Yeah, he's got his own thing going. He's got his own style, his own swagger. He likes to keep 4 pieces of bazooka gum in his socks during games. A little bit unusual. Are you okay with that as a coach?
I'm okay with it as long as he plays well.
Right?
But,
you got to play pretty well to rock that gum.
Yeah, he's different. He wears a glove, but what you like about it, Jim, is it's all about the team for him. He's never trying to draw attention to himself, but it's about the team, and he wants the team to develop and just let the team develop around him, which we've allowed that to happen.
Charlie, he's one of 17 guys from Miami-Dade County on the roster, including 5 who went to Northwestern High School. It's a powerhouse in Miami. Louisville's a long way from South Beach. Talk about your pitch to get guys to go there.
Well, what happened, Jim, just the connections, being at the University of Florida, then my defensive line coach, recruiting coordinator, coach at the University of Miami, we had the ties there, and it's all about getting the ties with the high school coaches. So my first year here, I was able to get 2 from Northwestern, Michael Lee and Corbin Lamb. So both of those guys help recruit the other players that are here. And it's a city to city. Louisville's a nice city. Miami's a city. So when they come here, a lot of times they don't realize that Louisville's a city. They're thinking, hey, you were going to Kentucky and it's country. No, it isn't country, guys. It's a city. And that has really helped us. And guys want to still build a program. And I told them, hey, your name's going to be on the program when the program builds and takes off. It's because of what you've ddone.
Louisville is 5-0. Head coach Charlie Strong joins us. Charlie, the Big East took some heat as a football conference, certainly has taken heat as a conference from a football standpoint, but right now you have as many ranked teams as the Big Ten. You have more than the ACC. Do you feel vindicated as a conference? And also, do you feel like that criticism's been fair?
Well, I always look at it like this, Jim. If you look at just teams across the country, there's some really great teams out there, but really it may be like 4 or 5. So everyone else is just kind of in a bottle. And if you play well on that day, then you have a chance to go be that team. And looking at our conference, we're very comfortable. And then each week somebody can step up and become the team. Right now, you look at Louisville, you look at Rutgers, you look at Cincinnati, and some more teams within this conference that are playing well. And it isn't fair, the criticism that we get, because you just look at the players and the talent just across the country and the teams that we play, I think that this conference is a pretty solid conference with the teams that are in it.
We were talking to Charlie Strong. Charlie, no coach likes this question, but it's my job to ask you. Your name has come up with regards to the Arkansas job. You're an Arkansas native. I know you'll tell me that you're great where you are and you're only thinking about this, but given your background, if that phone rings, do you owe it to yourself to at least pick it up?
Well, Jim, I always say this. The athletic director here, the president here, gave me my first opportunity. And I know a lot of times that your name comes up with all these different jobs. But when someone has reached out to you, then I owe it to them to uphold to uphold what we've been talking about. And so I know that phone call. I'm not saying it may come. It may not come because the name is out there. Because a lot of times, when I got this job, my name wasn't even in the mix with the Louisville job. So I'm fine. I am, and I know we don't want to hear that question, but I am fine where I'm at, and I have a lot of backing here. My family's here; they love it here, so I'm pretty comfortable where I'm at.
Charlie, I buy that actually. I don't think that's something you're just saying because I go back to December of 2001, and your head coach, the guy you work for, Lou Holtz, was saying, quote, Charlie Strong should be a head coach. He's anxious to be. He and I have talked about how you get a head coach's job. And then you didn't get that opportunity until 8 years later. So when you say to me, these were the people that gave me an opportunity, that's got to mean something to you, right?
Oh, it does. And you don't just walk away when something, a lot of times we think that grass is greener on the other side, and you don't walk away when you're building a program. And then I look at the players that I recruited here. So I told them to come here for me and for this university, and then all of a sudden I get a shot to go somewhere else and I walk away from them. I'm just not cut like that, Jim.
Charlie Strong, my guest. You talk about Arkansas, Batesville, Arkansas, small town, about 5,000 people, yet it is produced, among others, NASCAR driver Mark Martin, Ryan Mallett, pro baseball player Rick Monday, you yourself. What was life like growing up in Batesville?
Oh, wow. I had a chance to go back to the city of Batesville this past summer, and they gave me a key to the city. And then to go back there and for them to give me the key, it just brought back so many memories because you grow up in a small town and you never realize that what's ahead of you. You don't know see your future there because you're sitting in a little small town and not too many people rise up and move out of that little community. A lot of them kind of stay there. So I had a chance to go to college, and then once you realize that, there's a lot of opportunities out there and there's a new world, then you just want to go explore it. But it just taught me a lot of values, and I'm just so happy that I had a chance to just get the values that I got there and get to learn and be a piece of it. And baseball has always been a part of me, and it will always be.
It's great. Charlie, before you go, tales of your work in the weight room are legendary. Are you still hitting it hard as ever in the weight room?
You know what I do now? I run more.
You do?
I don't lift as much, but I have to run in the morning just to ease my mind because this job is stressful. So that's how I relieve my stress. And I don't want to run with anyone. I like to run by myself, but not so much in the weight room. I probably go in there once a week now, but I have to go in there sometimes just to show the players up.
You got to, right? I mean, what was that physical? Was that about? I mean, do you want to show the guys that, look, I'm not going to ask you to do something I wouldn't do myself? What was it about with the weight? What did you like about being in the weight room?
It was, and a lot of times you see, coaches can look however they look. That's up to them, but it's about, like, if you ask someone to do something, you want to say, hey, I can go do it too. And then the players gain your respect because they'll look and say, Coach, you can't do it. And then you go do it, and they're like, oh, I didn't think you could. But it is, and I have a great strength coach here, but the program is, we have a really physical program, and it is all about the weights, because you have to get bigger, stronger, faster.
Oh, I get that. I think they've got to take their cue from their leader, and if you're Coach Strong, you got to be, right?
I had to hold up to my name, Strong.
Coach Strong, 5-0. They're number 16 in the coaches poll. They're number 19 in the AP poll. Charlie Strong, my guest. Charlie, great to get caught up with you. I appreciate the visit always. Thanks so much.
All righty. Thank you, Jim.
Thank you. Charlie Strong.